Morning everybody, how we doing? Having a Sunday witter this week instead of a Saturday witter. I do apologise. That's because sort of last week all got backed up with all sorts of weirdness, and you landed up with witters on all sorts of odd days from all sorts of lovely strange places. Right, so what we on? We are on Log Cabin Variation, which is our Witter quilt number 5, and I believe today is block 8. I think I've got that right. Could be anywhere in the world really, but there we are. So I've gone a bit off shape today. I'm going to stick my drink out of here. I don't know that you can see that anyway, but it was sort of in my vision. Now I've got to pronounce this right. Parallelogram. That's what we're doing, a parallelogram. Wonky square. All right, so that's what we're doing in the centre of our one today. Can you see how the cow in the centre is sort of a bit lopsided? How I've done that is he's 2 inches and 2 inches, but there's half an inch between the end of that one and that one, so he's skewed by half an inch, and he's still 2 inches deep, so he's still really your 2-inch square lopped. Does that make sense? And then I've done the traditional 2 dark 2 light, or 2 of one colour, 2 of another colour, whatever you're working with, and then just gone round. Okay, now it does get a little bit, it is different. You have to think differently when you're doing this one. All right, just while it's in my mind to tell you, when you put your strip across, you need to have to allow extra this end, because you've got that slant. Yeah, so if you were just to put it from that point to that point, which is lovely, but you wouldn't have enough at the top here, yeah, because you're going off each time. So do make sure, it's a little bit wasteful on fabric, but make sure that you're allowing sufficient each time, because otherwise when you flip it over and iron it and it's like, oh, I'm missing a bit, you're trying to chop your edge off, and because your edge is going at an angle. Yeah, so be aware of that one. Okay, and then when I got sort of about here, you can see in effect it's a bit of a diamond going on. Yeah, when I got that it was quite big, and had actually reached size in one place or another, I kept my straight line going on here. Every time I measured it, I was going by the bottom and the top of the cow to keep it straight and level. Okay, so I put me big square on and cut off anything that wasn't quite right, and then just carried on and added the bits that I needed to make it up square. All right, you'll get what I mean. I'm going to put some photos on, because I did take photos as I did it. All right, so that will be over on Facebook Witterings for you, and so you can see. I think a visual thing is a far better thing than me sat here trying to say it to you, although I'm sure hopefully you've got what I mean by it. All right, so just keep working your way around. If you don't want to square it and just add, just keep adding until you put your square in the middle and chop the edges off. It's just, I find that a little bit wasteful on fabric, and I'm too mean with my fabric. I'll give bits to everybody if they need it out of my stash, but I won't use it myself if I don't have to. It's terrible, isn't it? I've said this before, we're all a little bit weird. And do you know what? I'm now realising I keep saying I've said this before to you. That's not good, is it? Little phrases we get stuck in, or mannerisms and things. Exciting. See, that's another one of mine. There's all sorts of things that come out and I don't mean to. I'm sorry if I bore you. So here we are, block number 8 with my cow in the middle, 2 dark 2 light on a skew, round. So 2 inches between that way, lopsided by half an inch. Okay, so that's all good. What I had to do was draw it out on a piece of card first, then I drew around the card and then added my seam allowance, and then I was off and running. All right, when you start doing weird little things like this, sometimes you're actually better off with people that do it by hand. They've got more control. By machine you get a bit carried away. But there we are. So block number 8. Right, okay, so what else have we got to say? What's new? Oh yes, and again I've mentioned beforehand, Linus Quilts, Linus Project, which is a charity that makes quilts, small quilts for children and such, like from hospitals and that. You'll have different area coordinators wherever you are, If you've got some time or some quilt tops, or you know, you want to do a little bit, do find out who your local rep is and find out what you're requiring in your area. I know down here in Cornwall, in Cornwall, what's led me to mention it today is Sally popped a photo into the Witterings group, and on I don't know if she did or I put it over onto my Facebook page as well, just showing 3 of the quilt tops that she's finished into quilts properly. In Cornwall, I know that they will accept just a quilt top and they will quilt it for you if need be. So if you love making quilt tops and you've got loads of spare fabric and stuff but you don't want to do the rest of it, pass them on down, and I'm sure she'll do what she can. I know you know, I keep on about me tidying and me clearing out upstairs. Well, I sent down masses of fabric which Sally's now started using for backing of the Linus quilts, so that's why she put it on my page, because several of those there, well, I think probably all of them, had my fabric on the back as backing fabrics. So I'm chuffed to pieces to see it's all being used, because as I say, I had to have a clear out, so it's gone to a good cause there. Thank you, Sally, lovely. But if any of you would like to help, a wonderful charity, find your regional area rep and find out what they want, because I know not everybody will quilt them. They might want things fully quilted. All right, there we go. That's good, isn't it? What else have we got? New fabrics. Oh gosh, I've had such fun last week. I'm not gonna have fun when the bill comes in, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know if you can see those lovely pink ones and things, and Christmas, loads of Christmas. I did put some photos out. They're all now, thank you Julie, over onto my website, so if anybody wants to order any, their post is coming out as normal, so that's all good. And my doll's house panel, I like doll's houses. Some of you now know this already. I had, in my clearing out, I had to get rid of one of my doll's houses that had never actually got fully made. It's a huge one. So that's gone to a happy home up in Lincoln. Hello there. But I know it'll be made and done. But the actual panel that I've got for the Christmas panel is a doll's house. It looks similar to the doll's house that I've had to move on. So I'm very happy about that. So I'm just going to have a little fabric one to put on the wall, as opposed to a whopping great cupboard to sit in the middle of. So Christmas, when am I going to get time to do that? I have no idea. I don't care, because I like it. I'll have a little go, see if I can. What I did do with some of the new fabrics, I've been, like all of us, because we're now having to do face masks, aren't we? And you saw my pink one that Karen made me the other day. Well, I had this lovely fabric come in, and look, I've been making face masks in bright pink reef. This is called. This is Macau fabric. I just think that is gorgeous. It comes in other colours, but I wore one down to the supermarket yesterday, because I figure I've been wearing them all this last week anyway. And the guy that was doing, you know, they go around filling up trolleys for, I suppose it's click and collect or home deliveries or whatever. So he's got his great big trolley, and I'm like, where's the sauerkraut? Don't ask me why I want that, but sauerkraut. And he's like, oh, I'm not sure. And then he's like, oh, where did you get your mask? And I'm like, I made it. Please don't ask me to make any. Please don't. I haven't got time. Oh, he said he liked that. He was quite into the thought that actually people are now starting to make their own, and they're looking a bit good. So there you go, girls. Off you go. A few nice face masks. I reckon because I do pink, see. Sometimes it's been rainbows in the past, and it's been all colours in the past. But I do try and tone whatever I'm wearing to the hair, because otherwise it can look a little bit, you know what, if you've got bright green hair, make sure that what you're wearing goes with it. Wear it as an accessory, please. And then it looks lovely, I think, personally. I have to say, I'm a little bit worried sometimes when I see some of the ensembles. It's like, oh gosh, no, yes, individually fabulous, put it together, not looking good. So yes, so I've had all sorts of different face masks. I think we ought to make our face masks as an accessory to our outfit, girls, if you're not already doing so. Like your handbag, you could match your handbag and your shoes with your face masks. I think that would be good. If you're into hats, so your hat and your face, you could actually do it that your face mask was part of your hat maybe. I'm full of lovely ideas like that, but I reckon, yeah, whatever you're doing, I think it needs to look classy, ladies. We're going to be classy, all right? So there we are. Anyway, so that was my new fabric, and it was just a nice excuse. That's more to the point. It's a nice excuse to use it. I bought a bigger bolt of this than I did all the others because I just love it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it else, but I love it. There we are. So, what else? Oh, I know what else. Because holiday season really seriously has started down here in Cornwall, there's people everywhere. There really is. You can probably hear the traffic in the background now anyway. And what are we? We're Sunday morning, not quite 10 o'clock, and it's heaving out there. The sun is coming through, so hopefully they're going to have a good day. But what I'm going to say is, if you're down in Cornwall anywhere near, give me a shout. Come and say hello. Come and have a cup of tea. Socially distanced cup of tea. And a natter. Yeah, I know that there's a couple of you that are certainly already here that I know are going to pop in this week. So that's lovely. So whatever you do, if you're in my area and you want to come in, just give me a shout beforehand and make sure I'm here. I've not nipped off to the post office or something like that. All right, because I don't want to miss you. Okay, so just, yeah, please come and say hello. Yeah, I do. I can't come out to you lot anymore for a minute, really, while large gatherings are a bit dubious. But, you know, come in here, and if you're down and you want maybe a session, see if there's a space on one of the sessions. I don't know, you probably can't see this. No, out shot. But one or two of the screens are still up here on the table. I did put a photo on actually in the week. Of a few of the ladies in here with the screens and things up, and it's working really quite well. So hopefully life's getting to its new norm. Yeah, that'd be lovely. Right, so just leaves me to say the normal three things. Have you done your exercise? If not, get out there. The sun's lovely. We need to be running about and doing a bit more. I certainly need to be doing a bit more. Tidying, I am not going to do a thing of that today. I might wipe the kitchen down. That's probably it. And to be fair, I have to do in here every day now before anybody comes in, all the surfaces and handles and things. So I think I've done enough of mine already. And then the other one obviously is Be Lovely. It's Sunday. Sunday is traditionally a family sort of day, isn't it? Family and friend day. So give everybody a shout, give them a ring, say hello. Go and see them if you can, because we're allowed to now. Yeah. But whatever you do, have a lovely, lovely day. I'll see you hopefully on Wednesday. All right, if everything goes to normal and plan for the rest of the week. And above all else, be lovely. See ya.